Welcome to the Anxiety Slayer series. Our mission is to assist you with creating more peace and tranquility in your life through anxiety release exercises and supportive tools created to slay your anxiety. Today's Anxiety Slayer podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at audibletrial.com/Anxiety Slayer. Over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. Welcome, everyone. I'm Shan Vanderleek here with Ananga Sivir. We come together weekly on Skype to share Anxiety Slayer sessions with you and answer listener questions from our inbox and Facebook page. Together, we share a powerful collection of techniques to reduce anxiety. And today, we're going to be discussing 7 easy ways to manage your anxiety when traveling. Hey, Ananga, how you doing?
Hi, Shan.
Wonderful to be with you again this week to talk about managing anxiety when flying and traveling. We've had a lot of questions come in around this topic, and I think today is going to be a great podcast where we can address these 7 easy ways.
The first thing to consider is to keep grounded as best you can. Movement, travel, flying, change of routine can all be very disturbing to anxiety. So as best you can, keep grounded. Make sure you're well rested the day before you travel. Make sure you've eaten well the day before you travel. And make sure you're hydrated, drinking plenty of water. If you're feeling nervous, you can add Bach Flowers Rescue Remedy to your water. And there's a simple, nice grounding exercise you can do. Particularly if you're flying, this can be really helpful. And that's to practice bringing your awareness to your feet. Notice how your feet feel. Rub your feet on the floor. You can imagine you're walking in sticky mud and really feel your feet sticking into the cool, wet soil. Or you can imagine walking by the ocean and feeling your feet in cool, wet sand. What we imagine our nervous system responds to. When our mind is preoccupied with worries and concerns, then our nervous system gets caught up in that and we start to feel more anxious. But when we can practice these gentle imaginings, using our imagination to help us feel grounded, use our breath to calm our heart, then we can have the opposite response and you can really help yourself feel more comfortable while traveling.
I think that our resonance album that we created is also ideal for flying, and that is something that we created that you can just listen to and follow along with the guided meditations, and it will really help keep your mind calm and grounded. And like everything we offer, our resonance album is available at Amazon and iTunes, and it will help you pass the time calmly and beautifully. The second way to manage anxiety when traveling is to make sure that you eat something the day that you travel. You don't have to have a big, heavy, full meal if you're feeling too nervous to eat, but make sure that you have some nuts to nibble on or some biscuits or something to keep your blood sugar steady. I've traveled before with an empty stomach and it was really not a good plan. Now I always make sure that I have some special snacks to take along with me. And of course, as we mentioned earlier, to be hydrated as much as you can. The other way to manage anxiety when traveling is to allow yourself a lot of extra time. Spaciousness is the key for ease and grace when you travel. We know this because when you find yourself in that state of rushing, you get stressed. You forget things. You get completely sideways. But if you allow yourself time to pack over a number of days before you leave, to make a list and check it twice and avoid last-minute worries over tickets and passports and things that we need to remember. Allow for time to park the car, or allow time for using the restroom, time to make sure that you include that snack or warm drink, and then, of course, that you infuse all of that with the calming point or breathing deeply or reading, whatever it is you need to do to care for yourself while you're waiting to board the plane or get on the train.
Yeah, extra time is an underestimated benefit in reducing anxiety. Really important to allow that. Otherwise, as soon as there's one delay, then immediately we're anxious. We could miss the flight. We could not have time to catch something to drink or take a snack, and then we're out of step with ourselves and we're uncomfortable before we've barely begun the journey. It's really, really important to allow time. It saves a lot of discomfort. And again, as we've talked about before, point number 4 is download support. Everyone these days has a phone or an MP3 player or something where we have the opportunity to carry support with us. We've talked about this in how to create an Anxiety Slayer care kit. For me, it's absolutely key to survival. So you can download a guided relaxation, grounding practices that we've already talked about, that you can use your imagination and practice some very simple, invisible techniques that nobody need know you're doing to help you really feel calm and centered. Guided breathing practice, an audiobook, or an inspiring podcast. For me, if my mind is unsettled, it really helps to have some good thoughts and good support coming into my mind through my ears.
So very important and easy to set yourself up for that extra nurturing. I just think about the last time I traveled and that I could just close my eyes, lean back, click on play, and just be taken somewhere else and know that before too long I was going to reach my destination. I think the other thing to bring up that's really important is say no to caffeine and alcohol when you're traveling. Alcohol can make you feel lightheaded and can certainly increase symptoms of anxiety and fear of losing control. Caffeine can increase your heart rate and really contribute to feeling very unsettled. This is a time when you want to prepare your body beautifully with loving kindness by drinking herbal teas, asking for some hot water, bringing your own if you wish, whether it be passion flower or chamomile or lemon balm, something really supportive. You will be thanking yourself big time when you get to your destination that you didn't add caffeine and alcohol to your body.
Again, very helpful to be careful to avoid caffeine, which can make our heart beat faster, and it can also make our hands feel clammy, which are two real key symptoms that feel like anxiety. As soon as our mind perceives any change in our heart rate, it can often lead to us feeling an escalated case of anxiety, which is really horrible when you're traveling. It's not how you want to feel at all. And it's very easy for people to board a plane and request an alcoholic drink in the hopes that they might sleep or divert themselves, but more often than not, it can make us feel worse. So really good idea of Shan's to keep hydrated, request hot water, experiment with some herbal teas in advance and find the ones that help you feel calm and take your own with you so that you are actually looking after your nervous system rather than giving it things to deal with that might make you feel worse.
As we mentioned earlier, we love listening to audiobooks when we travel or when we just want to relax and listen to a story instead of reading. And for listeners of the Anxiety Slayer podcast, Audible is offering a free audiobook download with a free 30-day trial to give you the opportunity to check out their service. Some of the latest book titles that Ananga and I have enjoyed listening to include Rising Strong and The Power of Vulnerability by Brené Brown. We just love her. Quiet, The Power of Introverts in a World That Can't Stop Talking by Susan Cain. We actually reviewed that book a while ago and one of our favorites for sure. And then Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert is a book that I just finished listening to and absolutely love Liz Gilbert. You can download your pick or any other audiobook free by trying Audible. To download your free audiobook today, all you need to do is go to audibletrial.com/Anxiety Slayer. That's audibletrial.com/Anxiety Slayer for your free audiobook. Before the break, we were talking about 7 easy ways to manage anxiety when traveling. And we covered the importance of having something to eat, grounding yourself, giving yourself lots of extra time to travel, downloading support, and saying no to alcohol and caffeinated beverages. Next on the list is the calming point.
Yeah, the calming point is something we share a lot. And I was reminded recently of how effective it is. And I saw a video on Facebook of one of my favorite Qigong teachers, a wonderful gentleman called Chunyi Lin, who was teaching this point for heart health. And I learnt this point from an Ayurvedic doctor, Dr. Vasant Lad, who teaches it also for calming the heart and calming anxiety. So there it was again from a Qigong practitioner. And he was really teaching how to massage this point and how it helps the overall health of your heart, as well as helping you feel calm and more settled. Very often when we suffer from anxiety, we're concerned about our heart rate and we're concerned about it escalating and what we fear that might mean for us. So it's really good to know that this one simple point is truly effective in caring for the emotional as well as the physical heart and helping us feel more calm. So just quickly to remind you again how to do it, you make a fist with your left hand and find the point where your middle finger touches the palm of your hand, and then press into that point the thumb of your opposite hand, your right hand, and just massage in a circle really firmly and deeply for about 30 seconds to a minute while you take slow, deep breaths. This can help you feel more calm.
I love the calming point. As you know, I have taught that to my daughter, who has passed it along to her teenage friends, and it's a wonderful tool to have and something you can do anywhere you are, as is the next tip, and that is practicing the long exhale, the calming breath. And here's how to do it. You can do this sitting or standing. For example, you can do it in the check-in or security lines. Just remember to drop your shoulders, let your jaw relax, and breathe in slowly through your nose while counting to 4. Keep your shoulders down and allow your stomach to expand as you draw your breath in. And hold for a moment. And then release your breath slowly and fully as you count to 7. You just repeat this for a couple of minutes, or as long as you feel like it, you will notice a big difference in how you feel.
Yeah, the long exhale is one of my favorite calming practices, and the key is in the name to make your outgoing breath longer than your incoming breath, and that sends a message to your nervous system that you've got this, you're in control, you're choosing to breathe calmly and to relax. By counting the breaths as you breathe in and bringing as much awareness as you can to your breath, you're diverting your mind away from any anxious thoughts and engaging it in something really helps you feel very settled.
We hope our list of 7 easy ways to manage anxiety when traveling will be supportive for you before you embark on your next holiday or the next business trip, wherever you find yourself ready to travel again. And thanks so much for listening to Anxiety Slayer. We're so glad that you're here and that you come back weekly. We hope that you will consider sharing our podcast with a friend or giving us some stars and a favorable review at iTunes. Thanks so much, Ananga. Anxiety Slayer has been offering a free podcast for more than 6 years. Now we want to help you go deeper by providing step-by-step support on getting the best experience from our favorite tools and techniques for overcoming anxiety. Are you ready to take action against your anxiety? Enroll in the Anxiety Slayer Academy now, and you can get started today. Visit anxietyslayer.com/support.